a strange night vision video footage that has been circulating on social networks for a few days and that is very similar to US Navy UFO videos shows some US fighter jet in an air battle against UFOs over a forward operating base in Afghanistan. The images are quite striking, but what could it be? Flares? UFOs? Is it common for military personnel to witness unexplained phenomena of that kind during war? Can we still explain everything we see?
Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up guys? DOZgeek here with Section 51. Thanks again for your support. Before starting, please hit that like button and share this new video right now to keep supporting Section 51. And let's get back, this time in Afghanistan. Let's watch this until the end. It is today a very strange video. A video that has been circulating on social networks for a few days, and that is very similar to US Navy UFO videos in its presentation style. Indeed, as you will see, it seems to be a video taken with some kind of thermal camera generally used by military forces. This time, our source is the YouTube channel Funker 530, the channel of veteran community and combat footage, which published this amazing video on June the 22nd. They assert to have received a video submission from a vet claiming to have filmed a US fighter jet in an air battle against UFOs over a forward operating base in Afghanistan. According to Funker 530, the original video was over 10 minutes long, so they cut it down to the more interesting parts. Although the footage does have a Phoenix Lights vibe to it, they believe that the majority of the video shows countermeasure of target flares being dropped by an aircraft. The video ends with another object in view, which appears to be some sort of aerostat blimp, common over many bases. One certain point of interest in the video is at the 1 minute and 4 second mark, in which some sort of missile or aircraft strikes two of the flares in close succession. It is possible that the flares were being used as targets for an aerial gunnery range. Creator of the YouTube channel says he has had multiple of his own UFO experiences in war zones that were seemingly more inexplicable than what is seen in this video. But he doesn't seem to be 100% sure of what it is exactly. The simple fact of alluding to other similar experiences suggests that he ever has witnessed unexplained phenomena in the past. At first sight, we can see by looking at the data that the video was recorded in 2011. And I was really intrigued by these motionless points in the sky in night vision. The night vision aspect adds a dramatic mood to the scene. You can see something escaping from the UFOs and slowly falling to the ground. It looks like some kind of fluid, or maybe an emission of something after combustion, maybe sparks falling down. It's hard to say because the objects are far away, but they seem to be in formation. Then, after a minute of video, we can see a missile suddenly hitting two of the objects. Presumably a jet-fired missile. But the objects seem to remain stationary in the sky, as if nothing had happened. And then, after a while, these objects seem to descend very slowly towards the ground and disappear behind the mountains. Typically, it looks like Chinese lanterns in the sky. The moves and the lights seem to be the same. But soldiers will certainly explain this phenomenon as 4 drones carrying flares for target practice. Indeed, the drone may be the little dot that we can see just on the top of the light in night vision. That would explain why they are stationary in the sky during several minutes without moving. As a first opinion, it seems to be evident that we are dealing here with flares or illumination flares, flares with small drones and not small parachutes. That would be the most logical and simple explanation. This seems to be a widespread practice in the US Army, especially in the field of operations and especially here in Afghanistan. But still, there is something I find odd about this video, something I couldn't easily explain. These flares seem to be falling very slowly and have a huge heat signature. And when the missile flies into 2 of them, we can see maybe the heat signature of the sparks falling down, and the missile even blew up. So, if they are flares, how did they shrug off that missile? A missile skimming something and doing no damage to it whatsoever? Maybe. The problem is that anything looks like a UFO on thermal vision. So guys, there is a lot of chances that this video footage shows us just flares, even if it is allowed to have some small doubts. But here, I must say that the doubts are very slim. However, there is a lot of testimonies of men and women in the US Army, people with top secret security clearance, who asserted that some of the UFOs are ours, like in this case, and others are not. Let me, for example, show you a report from an anonymous individual to the MUFON describing a strange event on February the 7th of 2010 when 7 equally spaced lights were spotted in the sky. An alleged UFO sighting spotted at Camp Leatherneck in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. Through the duration of the sighting, none of the lights appeared to move or change. The report stated that the lights were at high altitude and didn't blink, move or make any noise. The witness was sitting in his office at the Marine Logistics Group compound when a Marine issued an alert about the lights. They stayed in the sky so long that people just started leaving. The witness sent his report to the Mutual UFO network.
I hate to say it, but after maybe 45 minutes we just went back inside to work.
A second Marine confirmed with Marine Corps Times that he saw the same lights at Camp Leatherneck in May or June of 2011. Robert Hastings, a UFO expert and author of Extraordinary Encounters at Nuclear Weapons Sites, said there is a history of UFO sightings in war zones dating back to World War II, when both sides reported seeing secret enemy weapons. Sightings were also reported during Vietnam and the Persian Gulf War. After reading the report and viewing the photos, Hastings said he believes what hovered above Camp Leatherneck was a genuine UFO. Jason McClellan, editor of Open Minds magazine, a publication about UFOs, said military flares or Chinese lanterns can produce this effect in the night sky. The usual explanation once again. But according to him, the length of time the lights stayed put, plus the witness report, make both of these unlikely. And Hastings agreed. So all this proves to us that sometimes we do not necessarily have to exclude all the possibilities. Were these UFO reports or UAP reports of 2010 and 2011 classified by US intelligence? Were they studied by the UAPTF, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force? Can we systematically explain these UFO lights in the sky by flares for target practice? Or are there other possible explanations? Let's imagine something. If these UFOs were of extraterrestrial origin, and this was not a military exercise, is it really safe to attack these lights in the sky? Technologically speaking and military speaking, would we be capable of facing an alien force? How would an army react in the presence of an alien phenomenon? Would such a phenomenon be perceived immediately as a threat, or rather as an attempt at contact? How would our soldiers react? Attack or observation? So, do you guys feel there is legitimate UFO activity shown in the first video? Or was the submitter trying to pull one over on this? I'd also be interested to hear your military-related UFO encounters. Please let me your comments here below the video if you want to react. Section 51 is on social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Hit that like button and that bell button too, share the video, subscribe to Section 51, talk about Section 51 around you. This was DOZgeek with Section 51. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky, live long and prosper.